Wow, okay. In recent days, I've been so focused on Lily and Jack Sullivan's case that I completely missed this. But this came out yesterday from the FBI. And the FBI have given us some truth bombs about the Sebastian Rogers case. Not often you get an update from the FBI. So take note, everyone. This is really important. So I'm going to read the article in full. On February 26, 2024, Katie Proudfoot went to wake up her 14-year-old son. Well, he was actually 15, so, okay. To her surprise, he was nowhere to be found. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers had spent the previous day with his mother. The pair shopped at a department store, played video games at a bowling alley, and had dinner at a local restaurant before heading home for the evening. After returning to their home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, Katie and Sebastian prepared for bed, saying goodnight sometime between 9 and 10 p.m. Katie told us a little bit before 10 p.m. she heard a loud bang coming from Sebastian's room, so she yelled out to ask him if he was okay, to which he responded that he was, said Detective Brandon Carter from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. She told him to go to bed because they had to be up early for school the next morning. Katie called her husband, who was out of town in southwest Tennessee for work, and the two then spoke for nearly 2 hours before she went to sleep around midnight. The next morning was the beginning of what would become a massive search effort for Sebastian. Katie called her husband and told him she couldn't find Sebastian, that he wasn't in his room or anywhere in the house, said Carter. So we know all this, don't we? We know all this. Katie got into her car and drove around the neighbourhood and to Sebastian's school, which was less than a mile from their house, searching for Sebastian before returning home. During this time, her husband called the local emergency communications centre to report Sebastian missing. In the early days of the search, it seems Sebastian vanished without a trace. This case was kind of a question mark, said FBI Nashville Special Agent Robert Barrett. Mom wakes up and he's just gone. There's a question mark, and we've got to figure out what happened. That question mark only grew bigger as the search went on. Sebastian didn't take any clothes, shoes, money, food, or his cell phone, said Carter. His cell phone and cash were both lying on the dining room table, where they had been the day before, and he went to bed. According to Katie, there was a small yellow flashlight that she thinks was missing, but that was the only thing that appears to be gone from the house. The first week in the search for Sebastian was a massive community and interagency effort between the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Emergency Management Agency, Hendersonville Police, Gallatin Police, Tennessee Highway Patrol, the FBI, Metro Police, Wilson County Sheriff's Office, Sumner County EMS, Sumner County Emergency Response Team, and several other agencies throughout Tennessee. The search consisted of about a 4.5-mile radius around Sebastian's home. There was roughly 2,000 searchers equipped with an app tracking their movements. The searchers could also use the app to plot things on the map that they observed while they were out searching. The total area that they covered within that 4.5-mile radius was equivalent to a combined 44,000 acres. In addition to ground searches, law enforcement employed every available resource at their disposal to locate Sebastian. Fire departments, mounted patrols, ATVs, search and rescue canines, drones, helicopters, and even an airplane. During day 2 of the search, the Sumner County Sheriff's Department reached out to the FBI for assistance and specific resources that could potentially help find Sebastian, who had high-functioning autism. I contacted our FBI Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Teams, the CARD team, for initial consults, and then they brought in the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit to assist, said Barrett. The BAU shared a statistic that about 50% of autistic children are prone to wander. They are also naturally drawn to bodies of water, and 71% of fatal outcomes involving missing autistic children were a result of drowning. The information helped us focus search efforts in and around bodies of water. The search team drained ponds and searched waterways and lakes looking for Sebastian. In addition, law enforcement searched almost every home in the neighbourhood. Video recordings from nearby homes and a dashboard camera from Katie's car showed that Katie and Sebastian, get this, didn't leave the house after their return home from dinner, and that no other cars were seen coming or going from Katie's home during the evening and early morning hours of the night or day Sebastian disappeared. We have followed through on every tip that has come in, said Josh Saveley, Special Agent in charge for the Criminal Investigation Division at the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Some of those tips we continue to examine at a deeper level, but the vast majority we have cleared as either being irrelevant or ended with no results. The lack of answers in the search for Sebastian has pushed the community to widely share the story on online platforms, but law enforcement reminds the public to be wary of misinformation from unverified sources. Sebastian's disappearance has deeply affected our community, said Carter. We understand the desire for the community to want answers and for us to explain every step of this investigation, but we can't release all the case details without risking the integrity of the investigation. We ask that the community refocus on what matters most, and that's finding Sebastian. Staying united and supportive will bring us closer to the answers that we're looking for. Promptly sharing tips and information with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, or the FBI is the best way to help find Sebastian. If you've got any information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Rogers, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND or tips to TBI at tbi.tn.gov. You may also contact your local FBI office or the nearest American embassy or consulate, or you can submit a tip online at tips.tbi.gov. Continue to share Sebastian's official missing person flyer and don't wait, said Sheriff Eric Craddock. If you see something, say something immediately. If you call, right then, we can get someone hot on the trail. Sebastian's 5'5", around 110 to 115 pounds when he was last seen, brown hair and eyes that look hazel or brown. He would now be 16 years old. Sebastian has medical conditions including autism that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $50,000 for information leading to Sebastian's whereabouts. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI and FBI are still working collaboratively, sharing tips and information and urging the public to work with law enforcement in hopes of bringing Sebastian home. So, as I've been saying for months, no cars came and went from Stafford Court. No cars came and went. Sebastian and Katie went home and stayed home. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.